Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political view comes to you at Ebonade 103.5 FM with Martin Ifan Shuku is every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process, views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to everyone at 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep the dates.
Yes, as Nigerians continue to count their losses due to the cash crunch situation in the country, it's only 6 days, 21 hours to the presidential and National Assembly election on the 25th of February 2023. Good morning and welcome to Political Views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. I am Martin Ifan Shuku Ekizie. No matter the issue you look at in the political space in Nigeria today, you can't do it without talking about the cash swap or cash crunch as citizens of Nigeria in Delta, Edo, Kogi, and other states staged massive protests yesterday. According to Senator Shehu Sani, the federal government made a mistake by not, consulting a larger population of Nigerians before carrying out this particular exercise. Carrying out like they should have carried Nigerian people along. He continued and said that on the part of the governors who are revolting, they wouldn't have done so or they wouldn't have gone to court if this cash swap was done after the election. those governors wouldn't have done this if it is not affecting them because of the election. That all the actions that they are taking is because of the election and vote buying, of course. Then he said that the polity, like if you look at it now, the polity is heated up, but some patriotic Nigerians believe that President Muhammadu Buhari's policy is going to curb vote buying, and it is a game changer for Nigeria's democracy, citing the fact that vote buying have always influenced the decisions of Nigerians whenever it comes to election. Now, a lot is going on in the political space in Nigeria today, this morning. But before we proceed, let's bring you up to speed on the happenings in the political space this morning. The headlines: 2023, Shegu Oni denies endorsing Tinubu. Ignore sit-at-home orders. Vote massively. Southeast traditional rulers. Election. Only those endorsed by God will win. Cleric. Nweke urges electorate to shun vote buying. Over 120 anti-corruption civil society organizations give Inspector General of Police 7-day ultimatum to arrest, jail EFCC boss. Confusion as CBN banks issue conflicting directives. Anyandi Igbo endorses Obi for president. Ekweremadu's accuser promised to donate organ to daughter in visa application, court told. Tinubu never asked governors to disregard Buhari's directive on new Naira note, says APC PCC. Cash crunch. Dogora says Buhari's decision would curb vote buying, urge Nigerians to be patient. Presidency dismisses claim to introduce interim government, says Buhari prefers Tinubu. Now, details. Shegu Oni denies endorsing Tinubu. 2023, Shegu Oni denies endorsing Tinubu. Ex-governor Shegu Oni of Ekiti has denied working to actualize the presidential bid of Senator Bola Tinubu, the All Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate in the coming 2023 general elections. This is contained in a statement by the Director of Media and Publicity, Shegu Oni Campaign Organization, Mr. Jackson Adebayo, on Friday in Ado-Ekiti. Oni, who was the candidate of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, in the last governorship election in Ekiti, described a statement credited to Mr. Oyetunde Ojo and Southwest Agenda, Swagger, of working with ex-governor Ayo Fayose to actualize Tinubu's presidential bid as a very dishonest statement and a cheap lie. He said that there was nothing that could make him work for Tinubu, alleging that Tinubu's footprints were so evident in the rigged last Ekiti governorship election. Oni said, unlike Oshun, his team of lawyers were not granted access to inspect Bermuda Voters Accreditation System, BVAS machines, used in spite of tribunals' orders in INEC twice. The former SDP governorship candidate said that was apart from other previous electoral robberies and court injustices masterminded against him by the same person in the past year. Ignore sit-at-home orders. Vote massively. Southeast traditional rulers. The Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers had urged its subjects and all residents of the Southeast to ignore any sit-at-home order and massively go out to vote for their preferred candidates. This is stated in a communique issued on Friday at the end of the first 2023 Executive Committee meeting of the Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers sector at the Old Eastern Nigerian House of Chiefs, Enugu. The communique said that the meeting deliberated on the role of traditional institutions in ensuring peace and security in Southeast, particularly in the run-up to the general elections, and took a number of decisions. First, the royal fathers called on the people of the Southeast to go out en masse to vote for their preferred candidates during the elections and to ignore any order for sit-at-home. Second, the council appealed to the security agencies to create a conducive and safe environment for the general elections while calling on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to act professionally and patriotically. Third, the killings and destruction of property in southeastern region and across the country are condemned in strong terms by the council. Fourth, the council called on all traditional rulers to take control of their various domains during the upcoming election for peaceful, free, and credible elections to take place, he said. The communique was signed by Igwe Lawrence Agubusu, Chairman, Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers, and Chairman of Enugu State Council of Traditional Rulers, as well as Igwe Alfred Ashebe, the Obi of Onitsha, and Chairman of Anambra State Council of Traditional Rulers. Also signed by Eze Joseph Nwabeke, the Eze Amara of Eziama Ntiga, and Chairman, Abia State Council of Traditional Rulers. The meeting was attended by Reverend Royal Fathers and other members of the Executive Committee of the Council. Election, only those endorsed by God will win. Cleric. The senior pastor of Help from Above Healing and Deliverance Ministry worldwide, Godwin Ude, says only candidates endorsed by God will win in the forthcoming general elections. Ude said this on Saturday while speaking with news agency in Abuja. He said that none of the candidates aspiring for any of the elective offices at various levels of government should boast of his or her own ability to contest and win the elections without God's grace. According to him, irrespective of power, position, and money, leadership only comes from God, who knows the hearts of men. The only people that will succeed in their political pursuits are those that God has given grace to and are backed by him. Irrespective of the money you have, irrespective of the name you have, you must lean on God and let him drive your ambition. If God is not there in your political vehicle, the vehicle will crash, he said. According to the cleric, only God knows who is going to be the president, governor, senator, and others, but it is well with all the citizenry, and anyone that God brought is God's candidate and automatically our candidate, he said. Ude cautioned other spiritual and religious leaders, pastors, and imams not to endorse any candidate based on sentiments and beliefs, but to pray to God for the right leaders to emerge at all levels of government. The next story we have for you this morning, Nweke urges electorate to shun vote buying. The governorship candidate of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, Mr. Frank Nweke Jr., had warned traders in Afo Ogwiga and Eke Obinago against accepting money in exchange for their votes in the coming elections, sharing his plans for the people during a tour of some markets on Friday. Nweke stated that politics and elections were no longer business as usual. Politics should be about the welfare of the people. In the case where a political party has failed to uplift you, the only option left is for you to vote them out and vote for people whose sole interest is to serve you, he said. In response, several traders reaffirmed their commitment to voting for competence and character in the coming election. They stated that their desire was to have a change in the state of affairs. Victoria Silvanos, a trader, said they did not need any political money. We have suffered enough. We want water. We want good roads. We want a good governor like you, Frank Nweke Jr. That's what she said. We have suffered enough. We want water. We want good roads. We want a good governor like you, Frank Nweke Jr. We don't want money, she said. Over 120 anti-corruption civil society organizations gives Inspector General of Police 7-day ultimatum to arrest jail EFCC boss. Over 120 frontline anti-corruption civil society organizations on Friday held a massive town hall meeting in Lagos to round off their week-long protest against politicization of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, disobedience of court orders, and infringement on human rights of Nigerians under the leadership of Abu Rashid Bawa. The protesters, who began to have a large following on social and conventional media since their first public protest last Friday, gave the Inspector General of Police a 7-day ultimatum to effect the court order that committed Bawa to prison for contempt, noting that the EFCC's alleged desperate recruitment of counter CSOs will not help the commission. According to them, though the first phase of the protest ended on Friday, the CSOs would jointly and individually petition relevant international agencies demanding sanctions against Bawa until he becomes law-abiding and serves his jail term. A spokesperson for the Transparency and Accountability Group, Ayodeji Ologun, insisted that the EFCC boss could not appeal the contempt ruling without first obeying the order, saying the Nigerian authorities were dangerously towing the path of anarchy with the incessant disobedience of court orders, especially by an agency set up to stamp out corruption. He said the politicization of the EFCC was evident in the slant of its operations, noting that while a series of petitions were piled up unattended at the EFCC offices on monumental corruption across Nigeria, the commission's boss had allegedly demonstrated that his tax was mainly political vendetta. The next story we have for you is confusion as CBN banks issue conflicting directives. Nigeria's banking public was yesterday thrown into confusion following a directive by commercial banks that their customers could deposit the old 1,000 naira and 500 naira notes with them, and rebuttal by the Central Bank of Nigeria that the information was unauthorized. Sources in the commercial banks confirmed that newsmen that the Apex Bank had ordered money deposit banks to commence the acceptance of the old 1,000 naira notes and the 500 naira notes from customers upon the presentation of printout of a form and code generated from a portal opened by CBN. The maximum that we can receive from a customer between now and 10th of April is 500,000 naira, and the customer can only deposit once within this period, the source said. An official email issued that by one of the commercial banks to its customers yesterday morning also read, "Dear valued customer, this is to inform you that our branches shall receive old notes up to a maximum of 500,000 naira after registration on the CBN portal. Please note that the deposit more than 500,000 naira should be taken to the nearest CBN location. In addition, our branches will be open tomorrow, Saturday being today, February 2023 to receive old notes. Thank you. However, the Director, Corporate Commission Department of the CBN, Osita Wanisobi, in a test press conference in the evening, denied that the Apex Bank gave such authorization to commercial banks and asked members of the public to disregard it. The attention of the Central Bank of Nigeria has been drawn to some fake and unauthorized message quoting the CBN as having authorized the deposit money banks to collect the old 500 naira and 1000 naira banknotes for the avoidance of doubt, and in line with Mr. President's broadcast of February 16, 2023, the CBN has been directed to only reissue and recirculate the old 200 naira banknotes, and this is expected to circulate as legal tender for 60 days up till April 10th, 2023. Members of the public should therefore disregard any message or information not formally released by the central bank on this subject. Media practitioners are advised to please verify any information from the correct sources before publication. One news, be said. This was a protest against the Apex Bank's cash swap policy spread across the country yesterday over people's inability to access their funds from commercial banks and deposit the old notes at CBN offices across the country. In Lagos, it took a quick intervention of the state police to douse detention in Ojota and Ekekoto areas. Protesters had gathered in the areas as early as 6:30 a.m., preventing motorists from plying the routes. The protest was said to have been staged due to scarcity of new naira notes, and President Buhari's last Thursday's broadcast putting a stop to the use of 500 and 1000 naira old notes. Motorists and residents who were on their way to different places of work hurriedly turned back in panic as the rioters went berserk with bonfires set across the road. Vehicles coming from Ikorodu axis of the state were seen turning back at Mile 12 bridges for safety. The next story we have for you this morning: Anyandi Igbo endorses Obi for president. Anyandi Igbo, a non-partisan, socio-political, and economic development-oriented organization committed to equity, peace, unity, justice, and progress of Nigeria, has endorsed the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, for president, and his running mate, Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed, as vice president in the next weekend election. In a statement signed by the group and made available to newsmen, the endorsement came after consulting with certain opinion leaders across the country, which collaborated with the group that Obi Datti is the preferred choice for the job. The statement reads, "In keeping with our quest for the good governance in Nigeria, we set up a team of national building experts to scope and evaluate the evidence of competence, capacity, education, background, worldview, and international exposure of the candidates of the 18 political parties. In addition, they were mandated to consult opinion leaders across Nigeria. The outcome of their elaborate exercise has been the recommendation that we endorse the candidacy of Obi Datti as our preferred candidate. Amongst the criteria that guided the choice of Obi Datti presidential candidacy from the Labour Party exposes fair, just, and purposeful Nigeria, consistent in program offering, increase in economic production, and reduce consumption as remedy to the current economic and social malaise facing the country." Now, the next story we have for you this morning: Ekweremadu's accuser promised to donate organ to daughter in visa application, court told. Jurors at the ongoing Old Bailey trial of former Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu, his wife Beatrice, daughter Sonia, and Dr. Obinna Obeta yesterday heard how David Wamini, the alleged victim of trafficking, mentioned the senator as a sponsor of his medical treatment to the United Kingdom in his visa application. He also stated in the form that Ekweremadu was sponsoring the 15,000 pounds cost of the intended 28-day medical trip to the UK beginning January 31st of last year. He also said in the form that the purpose of the trip was to enable him donate his organ to Sonia in the visa application form, which was part of the evidence that the prosecution tendered at the court yesterday. Wamini completed the additional information section as well, stating that he would be donating his organ to Sonia. I'll be donating my organ to my cousin Sonia Ekweremadu for her sacrifices to my family, he wrote in the additional information section in the form. Though earlier in the evidence, Crown Prosecutor Hugh Davis, KC, noted that the application is David Wamini's whereabouts, whereas the contact email is that of Obinna Obeta. I will be donating my Ekweremadu for her sacrifices to my family, he wrote in the additional information section of the form. Though earlier in the evidence, Crown Prosecutor Hugh Davis, KC, noted that the application is David Wamini's, whereas the contact email is that of Obinna Obeta. In one section of the online form where he was asked if anyone is paying for the planned medical visit, he mentioned the senator's name. Asked why, he wrote, Senator Ike Ekweremadu is sponsoring my visit to the UK to enable me donate my organ to Chinonso Sonia. At Friday's hearing, former People's Democratic Party National Publicity Secretary Olisa Meto was among those in attendance to offer moral support to Ekweremadu. The next story we have for you this morning, Tinubu never asked governors to disregard Buhari's directive on new Naira notes, says APC PCC. The presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, in the next Saturday election, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has denied asking state governors on the platform of the party to disregard President Muhammadu Buhari's directives on the cash swap policy. In a statement yesterday by the Director, Media and Publicity of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, Bayo Onanuga, Tinubu described the report that he gave such directive to the governors as fake. The statement read, our attention has been drawn to a fake viral news published by the People's Gazette, claiming Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, the APC presidential candidate, has asked APC governors to ignore President Muhammadu Buhari's broadcast and enforce the Supreme Court's ruling on the recirculation of old Naira notes. The publication by the platform is fake. Tinubu, in a statement yesterday, Tinubu never issued such an order. Mr. Dele Alake, the APC PCC advisor of media and communications, never issued such advisories on behalf of Asiwaju Tinubu. The message quoted by People Gazette was being randomly shared on WhatsApp. Mr. Alake was not the author. Asiwaju Tinubu has been known since the currency swap crisis stated to call for calm as the authorities trying to find out a solution to the currency crisis. He has offered a 6-point suggestion to lessen the anguish our people are facing in trying to get money from the banks. He also held several meetings with President Buhari, his leader, over the matter. Cash crunch. Dogara says Buhari's decision will curb vote buying, urges Nigerians to be patient. A former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mr. Yakubu Dogora, yesterday threw his weight behind the resolve by President Muhammadu Buhari to endorse the cash swap policy. Dogora maintained the measure was aimed at curbing vote buying ahead of the general election scheduled to hold next week. The former speaker argued that the president has the sole constitutional powers over currency matters, adding that those opposed to the cash swap policy were doing so because they have been denied the opportunity to deploy the ill-gotten naira they have stashed to buy votes. He, however, said he is not uninformed or unaffected by the hardship caused by the naira redesign and swap policy, but pleaded with Nigerians to endure it for a few weeks as a sacrifice for free, fair, and credible elections. He spoke in Katungu, Gombe State, at the gathering of over 15,000 Christian youths under the auspices of the Evangelical Church Winning All ECWA International Youth Conference, where he was honored with the award of service to the youths, the church, and humanity. He said the president is absolutely right not to have given in to the greed of the few against the needs of the many, while the president is right to have acted on what he knows and in the best interest of the country. His true audacies are petty, unpatriotic, treacherous, and grossly irresponsible. Therefore, Mr. President deserves our thunderous applause. Whoever writes it, history will be kind to Mr. President if he doesn't give in and give up on his resolve to endure a free, fair, credible democratic election no matter the cost of the 25th February 2023 as scheduled by INEC. I want to specifically commend President Buhari over the initiative to curb vote buying in the forthcoming general elections. I am not uninformed or nor unaffected by the hardship caused by the naira redesign and swap policy, but I want to plead with Nigerians to enjoy it for these few weeks as a sacrifice for free, fair, and credible elections. Presidency dismisses claim to introduce interim government, says Buhari prefers Tinubu. The presidency on Friday dismissed claims that the phasing out of old naira notes is aimed at causing tension and introducing an interim government in Nigeria. Presidential spokesman Garba Shehu, in a statement, said President Muhammadu Buhari remains committed to abiding by the principles of democracy and hand over to the winner of the election on May 29, 2023. The talk of interim government and truncation of democracy is way off the mark. Those who peddled it stand to gain nothing at all, but the creation of panic and the incitement of the public against the federal government, Shehu said. The president looks forward to handing over to the reins of power to his elected successor. This will happen on May 29, 2023, as the Constitution requires it. The presidency's dismissal of the allegation comes a day after Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna, Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano State alleged that the ongoing phasing out of old naira notes were schemes to cause tension in the public to stop the conduct of the general elections. Both governors criticized the government's naira notes policy, with Ganduje questioning Buhari on why he chose an election year to introduce the policy. Responding to the allegation, Shehu said the critics of the government and the naira redesign policy have other motives for opposing the phasing out of old naira notes. There you have it, and that's the much we can take from all the papers we have this morning, like all the news we have for you this morning, making the announcements on the political space in Nigeria this morning. Yes, but it is a critical moment for Nigeria's democracy, and the world is watching. At the same time, it's also a critical moment for media practitioners and journalists, because already we live in a time where it seems like the the authorities are going after each other. A situation whereby government goes after a particular government as well in the same country. A situation whereby somebody like the media is giving information, the media publicizes, like bring out the information to the entire public, and at the same time, the next day you are hearing a different thing because of the confused state of things. But meanwhile, the media practitioners are not to be blamed for all that is going on, but you get to see some things, confusion in the news being that, the entire authority, like everybody is reacting to the kind of heated up, like how heated up our polity is right now. It is a critical moment for Nigeria's democracy, and the world is watching. As election draws near, insecurity risk, it tests like that insecurity risk is testing Nigeria election already. INEC is, showing how prepared they are for this, and they are going to send bulk SMS to electorates to notify them of their polling units. Since some of the polling units won't be used due to insecurity, it is political views on Airborne Ade 103.5 FM. It is very important that we understand the essence of this election, that is coming up now. Election of the most populated black nation of the world, which is Nigeria. That's why a lot of countries are paying attention. We live in times when it seems, as if democracy is under attack globally. Nigerian election is going to define democracy as a word for the world. To air your view politically this morning, 08096661035, and then you become part of what we're talking about here. Hello? Yeah, good morning. Kekima. Okay. Gabani Rusa.
Election in Nigeria.
Mm.
The whole world is looking,
Mm-hmm.
record and watching how it's going to be.
Yes.
Because they know that this nation is a nation of everybody. Like as I said, no matter what other nations, everybody is a guy to la. Anya patrol the way they lie. That way, man, matter what other nations, everybody is a guy to la. Anya patrol the way they lie. That way, man, mara nations one is so cute. Mother Quintua, oh no, Quintua, I was written on the Manhana, behind it. Manana go Padua, I got one better to go. Branya Hanele, and the city called for Mokuma, the Buddha, and the Marabana about Asia. When the Granada, the allowed to do the allowed to do Manigan and the Hankabuka. I said I put on car moving to a general case when they go into the Jalaba. I'm not the Banya. I got to go to the here. Let us go. I don't know going to go here. I think I'm more better more for than can and more is a marketing book. Get you any change and now by me. The mechanical election. Now, I don't know one day matter. No, but I didn't know doing you were going. I wonder how you do. I call my station. Maybe the take a look at me. You can go for my station. If you go at that, I'll know what I did. On 1,000 naira was the apart from the wisdom then that I'm not. Now going to tell my 500 on when I see it. My new good of regular, but what's the contract and you do? Banking idea, I will get bank from my bank for you can take any again.
Money in fire for credit in your account. You will position just an account. I will position. Man credit. But man wrong information. And credit. I will position. Man credit. But man wrong information. And credit.
Why? Money had a charge that now for any working in that. Manada or they cannot walk. I know that. You will send me in that. to transfer some people. The man now money people now on the daily basis. Never not jump like an HLO. Mama Catini. I got one at Tinubu with a farm. Where dollar? Where Monaco say one couple won't just go to the beach in one day one over there. It's good because of you. The money now look at it. The national man not that what rather about the nature. Not that what man I did I did the book and the bank to get down for starting the body man how I you put better. The house here. I mean I just say I wonder why you wonder why I get around for that because we don't get around for my so that's all. But how will you sure? How I was an idea to work. You know, I was on the end of the natural. I will get the money. I don't know about how many you get the money. Then you let that in. Often not to have the money. I only can only mean. I never put a second money. Never pass it to it. I'm going to let it away to come to how well I did. Oh, we do win. How about the natural? How much? Didn't know what you get to I from Wembo. I'm a child when I say my child is great. I know you know something, but I don't do the work. Who was their mother? I work at that. I was able to buy that. I'm not confused. I'm not confused. I was educated here.
Mana Nigeria niile ka a na-anakọsị dị ego ọbụla some people ka a na-anị everybody now so okay
I have no problem with our man and I have no problem with any Yoruba man. Yes, I go. Who said that I have problem with him? It is a Funani. They are just on their own. And out for, and you back for, and you back for. They're just on their own. That's the problem in this country.
I think the right thing in Yakubu, some of them, and not all of them, because now we're peaceful people amongst them as well.
I'm some of them. I say for our I go Yamago. You know, my Yawu, but I have a mother. I forgot so. Linda will do problem. I don't know to that. About regularly find a good year. They are the ones voting this morning in abundance. That's now not about how great I like it. Not your community. I put the money here for Jamba. And no other job. Man, get out of the committee. Man, never know, Mamma, not Lord, and not for Tilimbo, that I get. What are they doing at the so, yeah, there's no way up. When another one, I got to say that. After they don't do what they do, that's the going to give a difficult that. Here I am doing one out or well for one. Mother, I said, we cannot put it free. Because I know. So, in there, when I just plan or come up my way out on N out on D. How about out on A had out on D must go.
Okay. Ngwanu Subaru, can ihe niile ikwu so far ihe niile ikwugo so far na-ege ntị Obinna ihe niile ikwugo so far bụ skọfọ anyị amalụ nke bụ ihe ikwu ọ bụ eziokwu ka ọ bụ asịrị ozugo time anyị ezugo ka onye ọzọ batakwa. Oh, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It is still political views on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. You have the floor now. You can express your political views on all that is going on in the political space in Nigeria this morning. Yeah. So 08096661035 and then you become part of this conversation. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Your name and location, please.
This is the voice of Los Angeles.
Okay. Where are you calling us from?
Coming from Abada.
Okay. Please take it away.
Because my moderator asked me to make a little appeal. I want you to start it from with me. Please, 1 minute, 2 minutes for people. There are thousands waiting to call.
I know.
Have exhausted a lot of time.
Yes.
And we should continue this way.
Yeah, it used to be 5 minutes for everybody.
Directly into the issue.
Okay, please take it away.
You see, that seems to be political right now. Imagine a whole senator of Nigeria, a former Senate president indeed. Just look at the case that's been elongated, that he employed someone to assist his own daughter. And this person promised to donate a kidney. And getting to where the issue was to carry out, all of a sudden the senator was arrested, Moons, and Abakari was involved in a crime of, 419. and all that.
Mm.
And up to now, America are waiting for the man, and Nigeria holding down, and so on and so forth. The next thing is properties or the educated, the EFCG, choosing this and choosing that.
Yeah.
So, and we say we are one Nigeria. How long are we going to continue this way? I want to put in a summary across to the federal government of Nigeria.
Yeah.
That these, bias of ethnic and nepotism, we cannot take us to anywhere. There are sacrifices that have been made to keep Nigeria one, and we should learn to love one another and do to others as we believe if they do to us, it will be better for us, because we must care for, we must be our brother's keeper in a nutshell. But the present government has been showing these bias and nepotism and tribalism and all sort of whatnot. Let federal government look into that case and make sure that Ukurema will come back and with respect. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. But okay, anyway, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's the Political Views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM, 08096661035, and then you become part of this conversation. Remember that we are also talking about the fact that the Southeast traditional rulers said that we should ignore sit-at-home orders and vote massively. What is your take on that one too? Let's hear from you this morning. Hello? 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 Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Oh, please call back. 08096661035. It is Political Views. What is your view? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, my brother. Move away from your radio set, please.
Yeah, this is calling from Ogidi.
Okay, take it away. Sit at home, yeah. Ma fan on one fan yan, almost fan of yan. Like most of them, almost fan of around. And all born in Malum Bigo.
I don't think that is security.
Onye back able. Onye back able, my brother. You know about from Ogidi money, boy Ogidi.
Let their own children come and stay here and vote with us. And them themselves to come out and vote with them.
Okay.
Not to push other people.
Okay.
That's security.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you. Yes, it is still Political Views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Most times our discussion here is supposed to be interactive too. So you listen when we ask questions, so we get to interact and talk about this properly. When you say that their children are not here, my own, like me, I'm from Anambra State too. So my own Igwe is in Anambra State with his own children. He himself is even a young man that his children is still going to maybe primary, secondary, and the rest of them. So he and his children are here. I don't know about where you are coming from too. Hello? Yeah, welcome, Obinna. Welcome back.
Now, you get Nando on under the custody. By the federal government of Nigeria is nothing. I will be here. The temple Hanaba, one Bahanaba. Our time on it by Oyana, the entertainment I will get out for. I will for the button. Okay, guys, I want it. This is exactly how to do as decided on the color until it did not see. Now the time when I'm telling what people might come up when they go to the school, they call them, oh, I don't know what I did people. I had to do one or two with that. I always do a whole number of from Maurice. Enjoy it. Yeah, someone if I go at Granada to get the land the canon. I was always there by the Marco. How therefore I interview him for what time when I said that you should get in the collecting money from the government of Nigeria to be getting I would just talk about. I didn't go for a million how much. They have never done that. When I got a family, but I'm going to your phone. What do you do? I look at here. mana ọtụcha ma onye paakị eji ọkọ politiks ma-atọ ka o jefere gị ikpe ha nụchara maka ha nke maịk ezi ha kpọdụ ha eji ofe a jụọ ya ese kpata dị jede azụ na ndị kalụ ọrụ ọbụrụ ihe a na-ekwu bụ eziokwu ha bụ nkịtị ọsa mmanye kpọwa ihe a na-aba ha bikọsọpụrụ na ọ na-ekwurịta uchu ọha na-ede ndị Igbo ri ya adụzi onwe ha ọdụ ọ bụrụ na ha chọọ ka atụ akwụkwọ n'okpuru ka jee eze ihe nna nke a na-achọ ozi azụ ọ na-eji okwu edekọ anyị ha ga na-ekwu oche ebe a na-atụ akwụkwọ ọ bụrụ na na-emebi na ndị kalas na-ekesigaza ma ọ bụ nwa akwụkwọ ya atụ n'obodo a ịlachiga ọ nara na ebe ọ ga-elachiri atụ akwụkwọ ebe atụ akwụkwọ ebe a ihe onye ga-ego dara uru ya issue of one Nigeria is going to end up this year oge onye ji wee dị adọghị ntị ya.
Anyway, all your own view ka ị na-e na nke a ị na-ekwusha mana based on ka abịa gee ntị now based on ihe ị na-ekwu about disobey court order enwelu issue of civil society organizations so na-agwa had like almost 100 of them, you know, na-agwa IG Inspector General of Police ha make arrest Ebe Bawano, that is the EFCC chairman. They should arrest him based on all of that. Mba ihe niile aka dị together. Anyway, all your opinion kine man, thank you so much. Onye ọzọ batakwa. Thank you so much. It is still political views on Ebona at 103.5 FM. I'm the one moderating this. So when I say this, you know, when I say do this, you do it. It is supposed to be, you know, organized. It's not supposed to be chaotic. We are supposed to be talking like human being, like interaction, not talking and then you are not listening to the next person. Let's hear from you. Hello. Hello. Yeah, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go on.
Hello.
Oh, please. It's like you call back. Network is messing. Call us back. Oh, 08096661035 and you become part of this conversation. We are talking about a lot. It is very important that we get to talk about all of these things. The issue of, you know, disobeying court orders. How do you see it? Let's look at it. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and location, please.
Christopher from Ichiche.
Okay, please take it away.
Hello.
Yeah, please continue.
All right. I know you can't hear you, but you hear me.
Okay, please go on.
The national election. Only our school that on I don't know why they are not white. No election, and still I'm an 8 years now. Is that way or this way that you see where we say and all dialogue from your brother now you get what you want. Or you could come present the other country, which your brother will help you people to fight for. Or not no election. Yes, one who goes no election and evil. Later they will win. Everyone and evil has for they will take over. So after you can't do anything. Although the way, the way they are fighting for it. Now they are keeping. Oh, you know, the unit. Now, they are here believing him. Why no one going in here to call that paper and I think that
anyway, Imam Onyori. Hello.
biko ndị Igbo nwere uche chekwaje ntụ akwụkwọ edekwa ndị agharako a na-amaghị a na ebe ọbụla abaghị ha na-eje ka anyị nwee ike nweta ibe anyị na-achọ.
Okay.
Onye nwere ikwu.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Yes, it is still political views on Ebona at 103.5 FM. To correct the impression where you called Simon Epa Onuri, we can't call him that, till he is proven. Not that's what he is. If he is proven, but for now, he can't be called that till it is proven. So 08096661035, the numbers you call, and then you become part of what we're talking about this morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and location, please.
Yeah. My name is Sonia Kachuka. I'm calling from Okozu this morning.
Please take it away.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Go on.
All right. So, we heard in Nana Nibo. Ndị ụmụ nwanne anyị ma ndị nna anyị si anyị ga-esu akwụkwọ na n'Teachers Home. Biko ofu ihe ka m chọrọ ịjụ ha. Kedu ihe butere Teachers Home? Ihe ha nwa butere Teachers Home ka anyị ga-anọ kpaa n'elu kedu ihe butere Teachers Home? N'ezi echiche nke m ihe butere Teachers Home bụ na Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu okwu na-adị emegbu ndị Igbo bụ naanị marginalize anya all sort of things. Ka ndị ile anya ikwu onwe gị nke bụ eziokwu so na a na-emegbu ndị Igbo ndị n'ime Naijiria anyị nọ. Now, this man okwu ka anyị ga-esi wee mee ka anyị n'ọlụ onwe anyị ka anyị mee ọfụma. Now, wee mekasị ihe anụma jee kọt eji ejide ejide o nwere onye ọbụla kọt pụtara ukwu release this man kọt bụ ihe release ihe ọ bụrụ mụ na gị na-akọ n'ebe a ọ bụkwụrụ ndị ọha na eze ndị ọ bụkwụrụ ndị a na-ekwu okwu maka ka ndị Igbo ga-esi wee dị mmadụ dị na nke ikpeazụ a. Oke ndị anụwa na-ekwu okwu anụwa enweghịgo onye n'ime ha mechara anya marginalization na marginalize ndị Igbo kụrụ ihe kwubo okwu before. None of them have done that. Okay, now ndị a bidoro protest a na-agbagbu ha agbọbụkọtazi anyị ha anụwa wee sị kama a ga na-agbagbu ndị mmadụ ka akọtazi n'ụlọ ka edebe protest a n'ụlọ onye nwa bụ ihe dịka esi asụ ma ọ bụrụ na anyị nwa na onwe anyị na-etolu ihe na-emenụ kịta anụnwa ha na-eme Teachers Home. Though some people na enforce ya some iwe ma ọnụma na-esu ha ha meziere ha gawazi ka ọ na-achọrọ kwesịrị gara maka ndị na-akpọ Simon na-efe onye oshi ma ihe ndị ọzọ biko nke a mara onye bụ onye gị na onye aka ya atụrụ ọnwa na ngwa na ịmabụ ihe ọ na-eme and eberigo m na ọ bụrụ na ọ na-ezu ori atrit ndị obodo ọ nọ n'ofe ha ga-ekpụchasị na onye ohi ọrụ eziokwu na some decisions ọ na-ete ekidi na-emetụta anyị nwa bụ mmadụ ihe niile ọ na-ekwu bụ nke na-emetụta anyị nwa bụ ndị Igbo onye ka anyị ga-eji anyị kunye anya site na redio sị na mmadụ bụ onye ochi kwara na onweghị ihe anyị na-emepụta ozu na ochi nke bụ eziokwu freedom fight na-adịrọkwa izi Nnamdi Kanu eji ya because they said they free. So now any rule of law one on one once that I get to election I get to election because ndị ugwu nwere plan A nwee plan B nwee plan C auxiliary plan ha they are carrying it out and is working out for them. These people now say I get to election. Kedu plan ha kedu plan anyị nwa bụrụ ndị Igbo? That is my question. Kedu plan anyị?
M ga-ajụkwa gị. Hello.
The highest option I have is election.
Ị na-anụ ihe m na-ekwu? Hello, can you hear me?
What is our next plan? Then after 8 years, more going on 1 9 people do we so the plan anyị after 8 years because people do it after 8 years. Everybody is in Nigeria, if at all not in Nigeria, or them now onye ọzọ na-ebido bata my being north or northern or western then after all that so far we go back 20 years or 50 years and we hand one and what will be our fate. So ihe na-achọ ịgwa ọha na eze ndị Igbo ma anya Igbo ma ihe ọbụla bụ ihe ndị Igbo nwekọrọ ọnụ ma Igbo elders ma ndị Igbo niile anyị nwere they should stand up get themselves together get their mind together get their senses back. O nwere ihe eji mara ndị Igbo ihe eji mara ndị Igbo bụ ha n'anya fụ na o nwere ihe a na-eme na dịrọ ma ha baa n'uche n'ime obi mee n'uche na-emecha n'uche ha gwa onwe ha nna imetere ya n'ebe a na ebe imeta ya ka isi otu a mee ihe nwacha eji wee mara ndị Igbo ọ bụrụ ịnọ na redio na-atụgharị ọrụ ọ bụghị ije na ike n'ime ụlọ onye ọbụla ga-etu election only clean. Let me just tell you the simple truth that is going on. All these people that is telling us to come out and vote, all these people, most 80% of their children are outside there, living largely. So, and onye anụ a na-asa ya just get to election because only table will go so far on this Teachers Home day. Have they taken recognitions of them? Have they taken care of them? Have they formed their family or their children? Because what they told us is what we did. So here one in essence, in the real sense of Bogene, because almost all future, we got to be good. Kai for the one now you work and I stand one after. Manasutu and Yana Benkawa. Can you plan A, plan B, let this election be the yeah, obviously they say you are plan A and plan B. I walk while I let this particular election be plan C. Now, a lot of things in them on that one on one yamaro.
Okay.
Now,
Ngwan, thank you. Your time is go on. Ozugo, my brother. Oh, time again Zugo. Thank you so much for being part of this program this morning. It is still political views on Ebona 103.5 FM. Let me see if I can address one or two things that you made mention of. You know, you talked about Simon Eba. You heard when I corrected that person that we can't call him that name. And at the same time, some of the things you are saying, yes, it's a good thing that you said, okay, we are supposed to support this election, but at the same time, we should have plan A and plan B and the rest of them. For me, it is plan Nigeria first. Let's get it right first, you know, before we now start talking about somebody who will sustain it. Hello? Oh, please, 08096661035. You call this number and then you become part of what we're talking about this morning. Remember that we're also talking about the fact that presidency dismisses claim to introduce interim government, says Buhari prefers Tinubu. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, please, 08096661035, and then you become part of this conversation. No network is messing with us, but keep the calls coming through, please. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Your name and location, please.
My name is Ability. I'm from Onitsha.
Okay, please, Ability. Take it away.
Okay. The one you go for Him when then I watched that that day now. I want to find out because I have to buy what the going to give up. So my good and my status, I want to go to the island. That's done that experience. I'll book it to do with you. So time I is about to get out here, that's my name. Or the how money I got. I want to go because yeah, and I got no tattoo, that didn't quite tattoo now. Nigeria, how can I buy money than this tattoo? They will come out and vote. We have to get that we will. I want to buy a banana so why now. So it's tattoo now.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Daro, my brother. Yes, it is still political views on Ebona 103.5 FM. And if you look at it properly, the last caller is making a lot of sense. And that's where we Igbo people should stand. We should exercise our rights now. It's our right. It's just like telling somebody you should not take his right or to leave. It's even a right. And then the right, that's your right that you are being disenfranchised for. It's your right now. Why would you leave it now? It is important that you do it. Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine. My name is Charlie, recording from Malaysia.
Okay, please take it away.
All right. I'm trying for very big time on it and American.
Okay.
I brought time on it and going to be different. Before the union of the public and the fast in the country. And I even people are not the kind of thing of an action. I'm not about action every day. I feel one ago. After 8 years now, more than one I need to be what's less. I don't make sense to go. I like to know what I've started my life to go in there. But after that, it's what's less.
Okay.
One I should buy a
okay. Ọ kalagodo mma anwa ajụjụ nwere eju gị bụ na ọ kalagodo mma ka actualize godo a new Nigeria first before we go okwu sustain kwazi ya
yes, all the Mama actualize in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
All you can say after 8 years, you want to next because time and people with the knowledge in your Amamiye, or you do over that. On all those years, you want to next 100. But the same people are after that. Let me people here, okay, number we have only fighters for the internet of Nigeria. Meaning the harm, but we want to our tax super.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, I'm here.
Okay, okay. Okay, Gabaniru.
I don't get the own board. Number we have a independent in Nigeria. Can you politicians get an hour? After that, it is what next. You are going to go to book to go to that issue. Or when I look at Nigerian education, I say, no, I cannot. Let me tell you something. I do not teach people to see how my Rama is giving over that money for you. I don't matter your book, but can't get it. Oh, now, I'm talking about the book and I'm a music. The basis is not going to achieve. I don't matter your book, but can't get it. Oh, now, I'm talking about the book and I'm a music. The basis is not going to achieve. I go to come. I don't know what you got it there. People this election, I'm not Africa. I'm not going to comment today. Election, I'm not going to do. Everybody started to his opinion, for her own opinion. Can go to be. Election, I put the most corrupted election in the history of this country. You know the reason?
Why?
I can you will take good shape. I will take good shape. Not I will take in your comfort. You know, about to take a good shape. I just get my young comfort. Everybody is hungry now. There is no money. Now, believe you me, that new money is in the hand of our politicians. They say, or even an hour, even at the voting poll, we are away for that new money. In the hand of participants, in the hand of them, they will use that money to buy food. Whether we like it or not, what time? They are not attacking that. It is in their hand. How can you tell me?
Okay. Okay, anyway, all I'll have to say about that one, nke ikwu ikpeazụ kịta bụ na anyị na say about that one, nke ikwu ikpeazụ kịta bụ na anyị na fa ndị ka nọ na number, we the electorates and the politicians ke ndị ka na number. Anyị kafa n'ọnụ ọgụgụ. So we the electorates ka the politicians n'ọnụ ọgụgụ abi? Why are you now worried about ndị anyị ka n'ọnụ ọgụgụ? Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of the program this morning, Dalo. Thank you. Dalo, thank you for your contribution. Yes, of the program this morning, Dalo. Thank you. Dalo, thank you for your contribution. Yes, one thing I will say at this point is that Nigerians must be wise. We will take our decisions, do what we want to do the right way, constitutionally, what we are supposed to do on a very good day. But let us stop deceiving ourselves about our conscience, what we are supposed to do. We are supposed to take action. If you remember vividly, we talked about this couple of weeks back, a video that Obasanjo referred all Nigerians to, to go to that video, what a pastor is saying. If you are going to vote, like if you should check your conscience and you the person you want to vote for, you are not collecting money from the person, you should, raise your hand. And a lot of Nigerians couldn't do that. But yes, irrespective of all that is going on, we can still take the right decisions. That's the essence of the entire thing. We can still take the right decisions. Make sure that this.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your name and location, please.
I'm calling from Oscar.
Your name?
My name is Emily.
Okay, please take it away.
Please, I'm just apologizing. I'm pleading.
Okay.
Everyone. I'm not going to follow me. I have to make small one why I need. I have to make sure it's me now why I now come. But the end, my own, you're going to make sure that you that's the food. Food to rule on your own and all that, everything Nigeria. Because all we are looking for is better Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because so we cannot know what channel to what channel. I put a long question by your day. Now, it's not this suffering, they never increase.
Move away from your radio set, please, because on the echo go do.
All right. So, I put a wrong question by your that it's not suffering now will now increase.
Yeah.
The only young man in Nigeria and I'm not about to young or not, but we can still correct that expression now. Our
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you. Yes, it is still political views on Ebona 103.5 FM. It is time for you to express your views when it comes to politics in Nigeria today. And when we're talking politics, we're talking Nigeria. We're not talking another country, or so we're talking about Nigeria. How do we fix our country? Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, your name and location, please.
Yeah, I'm calling you from Enugu Njikot. My name is Onyeka Chukwu.
Please, take it away.
Yeah, even Choyuku Maka, this sister told issue. And Ndị Igbo pụta ji etu ọfụtụọrọ nwanne nwoke vote. So in the history of this country, Nigeria, all this time around enwere three major language enwere na this country na contest by election. Ndị Yoruba na-agba mbọ ka ha nwanne nwa nwoke onye Tinubu badị ya. Ndị Awụsa most of them na-agba mbọ ka Atiku nwanne nwa nwoke badị ya. Anyị nwa bụ ndị Igbo na-ekwu okwu Peter Obi Nnamdi Kanu. Ndị Igbo si na onye nna ya nọ n'ala eji a na-ejere mmụọ ka nwanne anyị nwoke ka anyị tụrụ ya vootu gbaa mbọ ka ọ bagolite ya ọ bazie di ya anyị na-ekwu okwu agitation na-ekwugodo okwu Nnamdi Kanu ma ọ Biafra ishu ụda adị n'ala Igbo na ele Buhari ka ọ nọ n'ọchịchị ndị Fulani ala Igbo mmadụ Boko Haram ndị Fulani Miyetti Allah anasị Buhari declare Miyetti Allah terrorist organization Buhari na-efit because na ụmụnne nwanne anyị nwoke baa di ya any good education also very, very difficult for him. If this is the woman near Macaco, therefore, he will use your wisdom. Try to go to vote with any focus plan, beam or plan, team or try to go to vote, make an effort. Corbosiana, Nahangala, I told the vote, for time you will for time you will not want to sit up for. Only open up for more with my own card. I don't have to vote, you know what, you have to vote.
No, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We are not here to campaign for anybody. We are not campaigning for anybody. P2B, Tinubu, anybody. We are not campaigning for anybody. But all we are saying that we should take advantage of this election and take the right decision, that will now last for 8 or 4 years, depending on how it goes. But we should take the right decision. And the last caller is telling us the exact thing we need to hear as at this time. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and location. Okay, please take it away.
Okay.
Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay. Yes. On one of my Nnamdi Kanu, only he kwuru at first. It's an I accuse Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, he say I accuse Nnamdi Kanu for. Hello. Only he kwuru at first. Hello. Okay. Anyway, if I'm getting your message right, you are saying that okay, we shouldn't be. I don't know exactly what you are accusing us of, what we did to Nnamdi Kanu, but anyhow, we have not done anything wrong to him. Basically, we are just stating the fact at the end of the day. Yes, and I applaud the fact that you are saying that okay, we should support the electoral system, that we should get the right things we need out of it. But you can still call back and then explain yourself better. 08096661035. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Your name and location, please. You move away from your radio set so that we'll hear you clear.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, it's still echoing. Move away from your radio set.
Is it okay now?
It is still, the echo is still there. You are still there. Or you just put it off.
How do you see it now?
Okay, go on now.
Okay. I think this is a political view.
Yeah, political view on Ebon and the 103.5 FM.
Thank you very much. So I want to make my own just now for
Remind us of your name and location again, and then go on now.
I'm going to see my concern from one.
Okay, so take it away now.
So I can talk and because we today there's no election. And this one I didn't know me at the people you are going to go in here. Yeah, and I'll go. Yeah, and I'll talk about it like the issue. And I don't know when you're away by where I can maybe have one as an movie like I go to. But I don't know. Now I didn't get to move longer. You go over here. I'm not going to walk. But I don't know what you talk. I don't even know many people with that state. I just run an election. God bless you.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's a very clear message. And then we just got a message from someone who is saying that I made him angry, but I don't know how. Anyway, I apologize if I've made you angry. I'm so sorry. But anyhow, it is still political views on Ebon at the 103.5 FM. Please keep the calls coming. 08096661035. Let's hear from you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and location, please.
Okay. I'm Anthony. This morning, partner.
Gabaniru.
Okay. How do you battle election do you put you? What will know that Nigeria country name election free and fair? The money you pay to election is happy. Man, I want even in Nigeria. If only by road court, I will take away many first. At the end of the day, maybe they will make everything for free to you pay. The same young man that everybody from us. Well, the people govern the major issue. More than this election. India, this election, we only also with another position. There is after in election, I think it's a record. Well, I think I only found you. It's one of the ones the only one in Nigeria has been the election. The man I'm thinking, people are saying, oh, what I mean, maybe make a dream, and I don't know the fact, no other man to make good. Now, even if I feel the opinion of start after anybody, I should be able to order of Peter home. It is not be short. When you see Peter home, when I feel the energy clear, no one is coming on the offer. So, the feeling of a family to go and not to come to a group name. Or after I feel the
okay.
So that every woman can learn,
Be man, no. Alpha, yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day, I feel like I think maybe they are married because you know that's all for the
Okay.
the same thing now we see the this 2023 years ago. At the end of the day, I think only those who are winning. I don't know who are winning. Everybody play no who are winning. On the so that is it. I feel the only one you vote for me. Only one to tell outside the difference this IPO is alone. I feel you have no orders for any people at all. So you have to do only one of that for time. So only you for time not worrying of people from the that is the but yeah, the people who are winning is I think what I feel is because no matter how IPO be and not only IPO be to what open on SUV to have to people to be operating. And when you tell me that family know to be group, and what continue to be group function,
Okay. 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 Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you. Yes, we got. Okay. 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 Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you. Yes, we got a message from he said his name is Saint Jude Onyoka from Okozo, and he says, my contribution is that we should come out in mass to vote so that our agitation, will be easy. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. If you vote, there's no need for agitation anymore. You just wait for the government. The reason why you voted for them for. That's the essence there. And then we also got a message from somebody who said that he said, Meta, you made me angry. You chose to talk each time I call instead of taking. Okay. I'm so sorry about that, but keep the calls coming. I will pick your call. Hello.
Hello,
yeah. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, your name and location.
My name is SS Money, calling from America.
SS Money. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay.
I wish to make my own humble contribution.
Okay, please take it away.
Concerning the ship at home father.
Some
years that I young baby. I'm not on my time on that money, are they right or wrong? But let us tell our way. Manya to election, Manya to the result will cover. And the result will cover. And Messiah class of Unoburo in kind, I could know the only person I forget our audience could receive wine at this dungeon. I am not saying by a name. We are doomed. Mamma, money they pay more now, whatever is here. I think you want one. Everybody will speak because the person we know is one citizen of the country.
Okay.
And not on the final say. So why can't you full for category like this particular election? Ever to go somebody is capable who can lead the way forward. Somebody who can respect the rule of law. Somebody who will not disobey the court ruling. Somebody know what law means. Somebody more understanding for human life. Why can't us come out? Can we put the law for me? Because nobody where somebody they respect the rule of law in this country. We were called to rule, still release the land they can. The president must comply. He will obey the court ruling and release the man. Almost good for so many things that they say some people go and decide it and do it on their own.
Already Atiku na-ekwu okwu na anyanwa win kwa na ya ga-release kwa Nnamdi Kanu because na court ekwugie.
Campaign.
Okay.
Well, people say release Nnamdi Kanu because na court ekwugie.
Yes, but okay, continue.
There are things you have been know from somebody. You will know that this person were understanding on how to lead this country forward.
Okay.
Obviously, the Meline campaign, of our class or make it go because I don't know whether you see.
Okay.
If I open a people do a little bit campaign, I will start suspecting him. Man, I feel as one of them, not supposed to know. But also use this thing for campaign. Last campaign, I was just listening to him on social media. I was thinking, when I'm talking to you, the recording is hold me accountable, hold me responsible. If all these things, we might not think to kill me tomorrow, but I never know that it's position like this. And when we tell we met nothing and it's like this, that we should tell him to go away, that this is not what he promised us. When somebody is talking to you, you listen from positive aspect, not just, hey, just you know, yes, no one is going to have. Man, I from 9 to at least 70% chance to reach a better position in Nigeria than ever.
Okay.
So I'm not why I need to continue time when the final year when we to work out learn something or for that can not discourage you the fact to go home and sit down. No one is time on that and also don't want to sit at home now this election. One of the
no, don't use that word in some mother about because about a mother with you. But anyhow,
I'm
continue with your
I'm
statement.
sorry, not go to where them come to.
Maputo.
Often a time on where them want.
Mm.
You should not bring anything like that home during this election period. It's like this condition Nigeria. If you encourage every Igbo to come out and march and vote, come out, if you have vote, you look for the way forward. The other person calls and you say, now people be together after 8 years. Now another person got by the one, the more than 8 years time here, you move in here. That you have not even planned for today. You are talking about next 8 years.
Okay.
Before you get a lot of people will be all take to their many years before only to be born today. Now, this man by in this position, people they corrupt have been ruling us for so many years. When this man by in this position, after one more angel, but out of million years from this race, he stands out as the only one the capable.
Okay. How if so many people na so many people want ndị ha na support kwa na asọkwa na ndị nke a ga-adịkwa good too. But anyhow, let's see how it goes. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Yes, it is political views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM, and we've gotten to the part where I will tell you, that we'll see some other time. But remember that political views comes to you at Ebona every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. and then every Saturday, every Saturday, 10 o'clock a.m. That's the time for it. So basically, keep a date and join us whenever it is happening. And then I want to also remind you that we talked about a whole lot of things. Everything we talked about now is basically about the election. Most of the things is coming to election because it is just 6 days and some hours to the election itself. So it is very important that as Nigerians that we understand our responsibility, what we are supposed to do during this election. We do the right thing, do the needful, go out there, vote for the person you wish that this person will be the person, or the person you understand that this person is going to take us to greater heights. Vote for that person so that tomorrow we will not be here and complaining about maybe some of the policies that is affecting us and the rest of them. So we know that, okay, this person, we voted this person and we can hold this person accountable. It's also our rights as citizens of Nigeria to protect our votes as well. So let's make sure that this election is free, fair, and credible. That's the message we are giving you from Ebona, the 103.5 FM on political views this morning. Thank you so much for being part of the program. And till we see again, I am Martin Ifanshuku Ekeze. Till we see again. Shalom.